of 3 wins and no losses, fighting out of Subfighter, Lake Forest, California, Erik Van Der Lee. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with 2 wins and no losses, fighting out of one fight team right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Urvino Castelan. Your referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Chris Tyone.
Once again, our format for this fight is 3 2-minute rounds. Castelan is wearing the white trunks. Van Der Lee is wearing the black trunks, and we are off. Outside leg kick there from Van Der Lee.
Ooh,
throws a head kick with ease. It's checked, though, by Castelan. Outside leg kick, that lands.
Right behind the knee.
That looked like it hurt. Castelan comes in, throws a looping right hand that just misses.
Van Der Lee doing a good job keeping his chin down, hands up.
Did you just call him Van Der Lee?
Van Der Lee.
Oh, Van Der Lee.
Van Der Lee is facing a guy from Van Der Lee's.
Castelan does throw a right hand through that sneaks during that combination. Another one lands. Castelan does have a reach disadvantage, but doing a nice job of trying to get inside and negate the reach advantage of Van Der Lee, who throws another big outside leg kick.
Those are landing right behind the knee, which those do not feel good. You are going to be limping tomorrow once that adrenaline wears off. That one connected with the elbow. I mean, he's throwing kicks with just, I mean, they're as quick as jabs. This kid is fast. There he goes again, checks it a little bit.
And you're already seeing the outside of that left knee is
a little bit. I mean, it's turning purple. I mean,
and he is elevated. Van Der Lee gets him down to the ground. He's got his neck tied up, but Castelan is in the dominant position right now.
Got
and
just under 30 seconds left.
Yeah, he's throwing some shots to the body. He remains in top position. Very close round number 1. Curious to see how these last 15 seconds or so shake out, but Van Der Lee is in the bottom position right now, but he's doing a nice job of negating the damage that Castelan can do.
Pretty flexible young man, too, you know. He's got his legs up pretty high. Doing it, like you said, doing a good job negating the damage right there. And I'm just looking at Castelan's knee, man, and that thing, it looks like ground beef already. Like, it's up close. It's hard to see here on the monitors, but it is purple and red already. That's quick.
Yeah, it was some nasty, nasty outside leg kicks that Van Der Lee was throwing. And here's the thing: if Castelan can continue to get inside and throw some shots, he's successful. But I think that he's got to take this fight to the ground because
absolutely.
Van Der Lee is so fast with his kicks and he's so accurate that if he continues to land those, it could be the end of Castelan's game because he'll just take out that front leg.
I think a couple more of those kicks land and this fight's going to be over, certainly. And, you know, that's like if he can't get the fight to the ground quick and he does eat a couple of more of those kicks to the knee, I mean, that severely inhibits his ability to power through those takedowns.
Van Der Lee is wearing the black trunks. Castelan is wearing the white trunks. 2 more minutes on the clock. Here we go with our second round. Close fight so far. Entertaining fight so far. Bantamweights in the cage here at Tuff-N-Uff, and round number 2 is underway. Touch of the gloves. Castelan again in the white. Van Der Lee, nice Superman punch. Faked it and then threw a straight right. Outside leg kick again to the exact same spot.
Too.
Yeah, he is doing a nice job using his reach advantage.
And he's being pretty, you know, his footwork's been pretty good too tonight. Doing a good job of moving away from Castelan's power. Very intense.
And he kind of drops back.
Just ran out of room right there.
Yeah, and allowed Castelan to end up in top position. That could be detrimental. We'll see what the judges think when we actually go to the scorecards if it gets that far. But Castelan has spent a lot of time in top position in this fight so far.
But I think Van Der Lee has definitely done the more damage as far as
no question.
You know, but you know, it just depends on how the judges are scoring it tonight.
What we're seeing is that left leg of Castelan and just how bruised up it is. You can't really see it unless you're looking for it. Even on the monitors, The judges, of course, are just as close as we are, but unless they're looking for that damage, I don't know if they're going to recognize that. They may just see exactly what we see right now, which is Castelan tying up Van Der Lee and spending a lot of time in top position.
I don't know, man. That looks like Grimace on his knee, man.
It's hard to miss, but, you know, we've seen some things from the judges tonight that don't exactly give me the utmost confidence in at least one out of the 3 judges.
This is true. Castelan doing a good job of just staying in a dominant position, but not doing any damage. And I think Chris Tione properly stands them up after just kind of a stalemate right there. Van Der Lee did a really good job of
instantly Castelan
not getting hurt, but Castelan scores another big takedown. And I think that's certainly going to resonate in the eyes of the judges this late in the fight, because there really hasn't been a whole lot of action outside of this here in the second round, even though Van Der Lee landed a really good jab and he landed 2 really good kicks to the knee again in this round. I don't think that those are going to score as well as those 2 takedowns there by Castelan.
Yeah, so round number 1 on our unofficial scorecard is going to go to Erik Van Der Lee, and round number 2 is going to go to Castelan. You have it the same
Absolutely.
way?
I think it's 1-1 going into this third round. Van Der Lee taking some deep breaths over there in his corner. So is Castelan. But both these guys at 135 pounds, both in really good shape, should have enough in the tank for this third and final round. Van Der Lee, if he can keep this on the feet this third round, he wins. If Castelan can take this fight to the ground, he wins. I think that's how it plays out.
Yeah, and Van Der Lee, he did something interesting at the beginning of the second round. He fell into a takedown. He's got to be more deliberate at creating that distance and keeping this fight standing if he wants to walk away with a clear victory tonight. Here we go, third and final round. We are underway. Van Der Lee is wearing the black trunks. Castelan is wearing the white trunks. Again, this is our last round in this bout. Castelan once again looking for the takedown, scoops that leg, and back to the canvas they go.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird kick thrown there by Van Der Lee. He was up against the cage, and there was short distance, couldn't really fully extend and had nowhere to go. So I think that was kind of a mistake there on his part. He's got him in a guillotine, but I don't think it's locked in. It's hard to tell right now. I mean,
yeah, I mean, from the angle that we're watching at, you can't tell if that arm is in, but you see Castelan pops his head out there. He's not in any danger. One thing to pay attention, though, is that Van Der Lee does have really long legs. He has been trying to sneak those legs up. It's going to be difficult for him to secure a triangle and actually finish from this position with his back up against the cage like that, but that is something he has been moderately threatening with throughout this fight when the fight has been on the ground.
Castelan looked for, he grabbed Van Der Lee's head there for a second, but Van Der Lee immediately popped up. You know, if Van Der Lee can hold Castelan here for another 20 seconds, 10 seconds, he should look for the stand-up. But Castelan does a good job of keeping busy, keeping Chris Tione from standing him up. And as we said, this is what Castelan needs to do to win this third round. He's been dominant in this third round. Van Der Lee has not been able to get off his back. You know, a lot of damage hasn't been done. Those punches are, he's trying to land punches, but those aren't really landing cleanly. But he's in a dominant position.
He's in the dominant position. He got the takedown. He's been in this spot the entire round. They're standing him up. There's only 10 seconds left.
Hail Mary right now. Now's the time to do it.
Yeah, Van Der Lee's going to throw a head kick. And not enough.
Gets another takedown.
Erik Van Der Lee and Urvino Castelan.
3 rounds in the books. Our unofficial scorecards have that one going the way of Urvino Castelan, fighting out of Las Vegas, and Bond Fight Team. The takedowns were the story of the fight for Castelan. Did a great job of figuring out that on the feet, Erik Van Der Lee's kicks were just too much to deal with. They were fast, they were accurate, and they were repeatedly hitting the same spots over and over again and doing a significant amount of damage. He realized he had to consistently get the fight to the ground, and then when it did go to the ground, he had the advantage with his strength and positioning in the ground game. Did a great job of identifying the weakness of Van Der Lee and capitalizing on his own strength.
Yeah, it's the age-old, matchup rivalry that we've seen. Striker versus grappler, and grappler comes out on top, you know? I mean, Van Der Lee looked amazing in that first round, but just really couldn't get off his back in the second or third round, and Castelan was able to control the fight. Curious to see what the judges say.
It's time to find out. Here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 3-round war, we have your winner by split decision, Erik Van Der Lee.
Even Erik Van Der Lee doesn't believe that. What in the hell are the judges talking about?
I think the crowd is making their opinion known.